Hi, I'm Jesse Rodriguez, Vice President of Booking and Editorial for MSNBC. Welcome to NBCU Academy. Today I'm going to talk about how to identify, vet, and book experts for a news story. As the VP of Booking and Editorial, I oversee all booking efforts for MSNBC, from Morning Joe through prime time, weekends, and even our new programming on Peacock. So what exactly does that entail? Well, in broadcast journalism, booking is the process of identifying and arranging for a guest to appear in a news story. Guests can be eyewitnesses, newsmakers, experts, and more. For this lesson, we're going to be focusing on booking experts in particular. At MSNBC, we have an internal database that we use to keep track of experts on a number of different topics. But if you're just starting out, here are a few places to look. If you're looking for an expert in an academic field, reach out to a college or a university and see if you can speak to a professor that is well-versed in the topic you're covering. A school's media relations office is a good start. Another place to look for experts could be professional organizations. If you're looking for someone to talk about the pandemic in a particular area, for example, check with a local health organization. Or if you're covering a big court case, reach out to a legal group. If you're stuck and aren't sure where to begin, try reading up on news and watching some of the stories and the topic that you want to report on. See who was interviewed and go from there. Once you've identified which expert you want to interview for your story, the next step is vetting your source or verifying their credibility. Search engines and social media profiles will allow us to quickly research a person's credentials before potentially including them in a story. But as a journalist, you always want to dig deeper. For example, if your source says they are associated with an organization, call up that organization and confirm that they're still a member. Or if your source says that they have degrees from X, Y, and Z, check in with those institutions to verify that information. These are just some of the many things you can do when vetting an expert source. So now that you've vetted your expert source, it's time to reach out. If they're appearing on air, I recommend scheduling a pre-interview.
Yep, I can hear you loudly and clearly.
If they have time. That way you'll not only be able to get a preview of what they'll say, but how they'll say it. You want to make sure your expert source can explain complex issues in a manner that the average person will understand. And remember, when you're booking them for your actual story, make sure they're aware of the date and time of the interview, in addition to the topic they'll be discussing. Expert interviews add background information and credibility to a news story. They can also add context on why a particular story matters. What might seem like a minor development in a story could have a major implication on your life, your financial decisions, your political decisions, and more. So it really matters who we interview, and that they are in the know and are well thought of in the field that we have them on to discuss. You also want to make sure that you're identifying a wide variety of expert sources. Diversity in your sourcing is important, and you want to make sure that you identify diverse voices within the topics that you want to cover. That way you can bring in various perspectives that can better inform your audience. I hope you've learned something about how to identify, vet, and book experts today. For NBCU Academy, I'm Jesse Rodriguez. Thanks for watching.